I started my first case at $5,000, and that to me was like, holy crap.
How long have you been with Blueprint?
1 year.
So before you started Blueprint, you looked at, just looking at your chiropractic practice, doing chiropractic, what are some of the struggles that you had running that version of a practice?
My wife and I are both chiropractors, which is a perk because that's more money coming in our pockets. However, we choose to practice slow volume. So 15-minute appointments. And that's something that's morally, we just don't want to compromise. We love practicing that way. We love being able to build that way. We are creating a waitlist practice with just the two of us, which is an awesome, but it is a problem.
Yeah.
And we also accept insurance. So you're spending 15 minutes with a patient and you're accepting Medicare. Financially, that's not awesome.
Right.
And so we were looking for something that we could add value without changing the way we practice. And I searched long and hard. We actually hired a different coach prior to joining Blueprint. Crash and burn. He sold us all these bells and whistles, like, oh, I can help any practice, blah, blah, blah. No, he just wanted me to cut my treatment time and just speed it up. I'm like, I don't need somebody to tell me that to make more money. I'm not stupid. I know that's what would make me more money.
Right.
And so finding Blueprint was kind of like this, okay, I can do this and keep my chiropractic side the same, but still create that ROI that I deserve and that I want, and be able to help more people. You know, Hawaii, we found there was a big issue with neuropathy. We took over from a retiring doc. He was there for 22 years.
Okay, awesome.
So when I came in, I had this massive patient base of 65 plus. And there was so many, because Polynesian Hawaiians, they are grown up on rice. So there's a higher percentage of diabetes.
Yep.
So there was a large percentage of neuropathy, very obvious slap in the face. And I was like, nobody's doing anything on this island for this, especially not holistically.
Yeah.
And so figuring out that and then finding Blueprint was just like the perfect situation for a practice.
So when you started Blueprint, what was like an aha moment, if you can think of one, where it's like, man, this actually worked?
I started my first case at $5,000, and that to me was like, holy crap. This had been a patient I've been treating. He had neuropathy symptoms, but more so from surgery. So he had massive back pain. They fused his L4, L5, and then he ended up with more neuropathy foot drop stuff. And he was having neuropathy symptoms. So I was like, you know what? He'd been a patient of mine. He trusted me. I said, we need to do this. I sold him the first kabam for $5,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he just, here's the money. I was like, what? So that was my first aha. But my next aha that got me to that next level is when I sold my first care plan for $9,000.
That's amazing.
I was like, that's a lot of money.
You're helping them with
I mean, I'm helping him, but like on the business side of it, it was like, I can help somebody and still receive the money that I deserve. You know, one of the things that being a chiropractor, I always say, we're the poor doctor.
Yep.
We do a lot of good for people and we get paid very little compared to when you go to your primary care. Whenever I go to my primary care doctor, it pisses me off because you get that EOB, you understand that EOB, and I'm like, they did nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Give you no solution.
No solutions. Yeah.
So looking at like where you were at before you started Blueprint and where you're at now, how much impact did it make, like on a financial level, your personal growth, or your professional growth?
I mean, when we took over from the doctor, it was a one-doc shop. There was two of us. Now we moved to Hawaii, bought the business, and had a baby in 3 months. It was wild.
Got it all done in one year.
Yes, it was crazy. My wife stayed home with the baby for the first 6 months, and then she started in part-time. So I knew we'd be able to kind of increase revenue that way.
Yep.
However, it was like I was talking before, we wanted to grow faster without having that cap of limit that we had with our time. And so it allowed us to really, two things that's really noticeable. It's turned me into that mindset of right now, my shift is I'm becoming the CEO.
Yep.
I'm no longer bent over the table. I mean, I am now, but I'm working on that CEO mindset.
You have the freedom to do it.
Yes, I have the ability to make the decision to like work towards that way sooner than I thought possible. We also bought a house in Hawaii years sooner than I thought possible. Like I didn't think we'd be looking at it for, around 5-7 year mark, and we did it in 2.5 years.
So that's awesome.